Hello Twitter world. That's my new intro. So yeah, just a wee update on my fucking awesome life. Shush, Max. Hey, I'm feeling like shit today. I actually recorded a video yesterday, but it stopped. Oh, the battery went dead. That was it. So I've half a video done. I'll maybe try and do some editing magic and put it on to the start of this one or something. But if not, then hello for the first time. Why are these potatoes wet? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm about to make some dinner here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which isn't probably wise. No, I'll probably eat shit for the rest of the day. And honestly, I'm not even that hungry. I'm just so like hungover that I just want to do something to distract myself. I'm just back from group therapy, which is its own headache. So forgive me for not giving you my undivided attention here. I just thought I'd do an update. So since my last video, I still haven't used heroin. I've had about 3 days where I've really wanted to use recently, including today actually, but today I was more aware of my how shit I feel, which also is a trigger for a relapse. It's funny, in my group we were actually listing triggers, and I never thought of that one at the time. Although I really wasn't in the mood for a group today, or most days to be honest, but I gave it a go. So basically there actually is no reason to do this video. I'm just, when I was drunk, I showed my mate one of the ones I did after 10 months clean, and he was like, oh, this is a great idea and all, but I think he just likes the whole YouTube thing, and I like watching YouTube too, but I would never watch a video like this. Well, actually that's a lie, I've watched videos like this. That's where I got the idea from, when I was really struggling with my addiction. So hopefully that's my sort of aim with these videos, that people who think there's no life after heroin can watch these and see how I'm dealing with it. And obviously I just told you I had 3 close calls recently, but slowly the desire to inject myself is getting a lot less, which is weird because usually that's what I miss the most. But I've been in this position before. Like, I've been clean since October. I've been clean November, December, January and now, so it's 4 full months clean after 9 years of frequent using. Sorry for that noise. And I don't feel better for staying clean. I know it's an achievement. I know people would tell me 4 months is fantastic. Other people who know me would be like, is that it, 4 months? I thought you've been clean for ages. But yeah, I'm sort of just, I've lost the will to even care about my clean time now. Obviously I don't want my family or anyone to, or any of my younger relatives to go down the same path I went down, and to use the drugs that I used, namely one of the drugs. And I'm trying my best to find enjoyment away from drugs, but it's very hard, especially with other drugs that I've been taking. Like, to be honest, I had well, it's not called Xanax, but it is Xanax. Xanax is called alprazolam. So I've had an alprazolam today. That was mainly just because I was hungover and I had to go to a group, which you're supposed to attend sober, but what they don't know doesn't hurt them. And it's not like one Xanax's or alprazolam, we call them Quesolol, doesn't matter. But it's not like one of them is going to make you look high or anything. The main thing is don't come to the group intoxicated, which I wasn't. And yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I think the reason I'm doing this, I was actually feeling like shit right before I started recording. So the reason I'm doing this as well, just realising now why, is because it is helping me to distract myself from how shit I feel, which is also why I'm making this food. So basically, distraction is a great way of combating triggers. Now I would also use a lot of video games as distraction, but right now the last thing I want to do is play a fucking video game. Where's left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll have like 5 of them. Yeah, so as I said, usually I would play video games and they would help, but right now I just don't have the patience for a video game. I have my, I don't know what you call it in America, but over here we call it well, I would call it a blanket, but it's not really a blanket. You usually call it a duvet, I would imagine. I call it a quilt, sorry. Yeah, my quilt is in the other room, so I'm trying not to, but I probably will make this food and then go in and lie under my quilt and feel like dog shit, which isn't good. But time is the only thing that will make me feel better, and unfortunately you can't fast forward time, which is also ironic because a video game does sort of allow you to fast forward time in the game and in real life. Like, time flies when you're playing them stupid Wii games, but I don't want to just, you know, get into my game right now because I enjoy it. It's Red Dead Redemption and enjoy playing it, so I don't want to waste the experience by being, you know, feeling sick like this. I have been watching Boardwalk Empire, which I watched years ago, but I don't remember exactly what happened, so it's all new to me. Although I have season 1 on DVD and I am running out of season 1, so I need to find a way to get season 2. For anyone who happens to watch this knows a good way to stream series that are hard to find on those free streaming things, let me know. There is one way I have of doing it, but it's to download it using torrents, but it's a bit annoying, takes up a lot of space on the phone, etc. I'm also due to watch the new episode of Last of Us, so I might download that. But honestly, I just feel like I'm very depressed right now, which is normal after not using, but I'll explain the weekend. I was drinking for my friend's birthday, and basically I got sick of, you know, just the drink, and I started buying Coke, and I bought a shitload of Coke. Coke's never been my, well, I do choose it a lot, but it's not my drug of choice when it comes to the drug I'm trying to quit. This stage I almost have quit my drug of choice, but I'm on obviously the substitute medication, which means that I'm still addicted to it. I just swap one drug for another, and that is shit. It's a shit existence. But what else can I do? these are the hands, the cards I chose. I wasn't dealt these cards, I chose these cards, so I can't really complain. But in terms of staying clean, I think I'm doing pretty well at the minute. But honestly, I don't even want to stay clean. Like, I want to use again. I was saying that today in the group. I was like all these things you're teaching me here, I already know all this, and I know it's right, but it doesn't stop me from wanting to take the drug in the future. I know I'll probably, like, the last time I took it probably won't be the last time I'll ever take it, and it might not even be the 20th last time, you know. That's how well, I can't think of the word, but that's how unpredictable it is. I'm actually a bit worried at the minute, because there's a fella I used to use with, me and him would drive and get gear and all, but he switched to that injection that you can get. Also, he sort of felt like me over the weekend there, I don't know why. I was drunk though, so I don't really mind. Well, not that I don't mind, I don't really know what happened. But anyway, yeah, so he was the one that kept me in the loop, because I'd always quit the drug for months, and then I'd come back and I would need people to help me get the drug again, because it was so hard to get. But now I literally don't have anyone I know. Like, heroin dealers don't really keep the same phone numbers for long, and then heroin users, they're sort of always looking for their piece of the cake. So if they get you sorted, they'll probably want you to sort them out too, with a bit of yours, or usually a bit of yours, or a favour in return, which I really should be willing to offer them. This fucking video is so boring. Don't even know what there is to talk about. That's another thing. Like, you know, you take this drug because your life's so boring and you want a bit of excitement, but then you become boring. It's like anything in life. If you have a child and you worry that they're going to get hurt, chances are, by over worrying, they will get hurt. Because of your over worrying, you're pushing them away by worrying so much. Like, when you try to hold on to them, they'll slip through your fingers. And so with my son, I give him a lot of freedom, although he doesn't really, you know, like, I'm never refusing his freedom. I'm always, like, very supportive with him that way, but he never really, when he's down with me, of course he's not with me all the time, but he's usually with his mum, but when I have him, it's usually just me and him. But if he ever wants to go somewhere, always let him, because I don't know, I know it's useful for him to get independence, and I don't really worry. I do worry, but I don't let him know that I'm worrying. Let's see how hot this oil is. That should be fine. But yeah, honestly, I'm feeling a little suicidal at the minute. I have no thoughts of harming myself, but I don't want to be alive right now. I sort of wish I could just go into a coma for, you know, a few days. I know that's not very nice for people who have been in comas or have someone who suffered and went into a coma themselves, but that's sort of what taking the heroines is. You're sort of putting yourself in a coma and escaping this feeling that I have right now. I'm actually sort of starting to crave again while making this video, so it's probably not a good idea to even do this, because right now I'm thinking, fuck, I should have just used today instead of you know, feeling this way, because I've taken my Suboxone today. Well, it's called Espinor now, but it's the same thing. So I've taken it, so because I've taken it, I can't use. The receptors in my brain are filled, and heroin won't work now. Might work a little bit, but actually it would probably work in a few hours time if I did it, but I don't want to, honestly. Well, no, that's lie. I don't want to, I don't want to have a diminished result, and then as well, I will be supervised taking the tablets tomorrow. Basically every Tuesday and every Thursday I'm not supervised, so today I'm not supervised. Really I should be supervised every day, considering the state I'm in, but as far as the doctors know, I'm doing a lot better than I am. And maybe I am doing as good as they think I am. My key worker told me that, well, I already knew this, but when you put a frog in the water and heat it up, it doesn't realise that it's boiling. And that's sort of what my change is like. He's saying that he is seeing progress in me. I'm starting to change, but I'm not noticing the change. It's because it's happening gradually. But I just feel like one of these days, maybe not today, well, obviously not today, but probably not Thursday either, because I don't want to mess up. I don't want to be feeling rough over the weekend. But maybe next Tuesday I'll use, maybe the Tuesday after that, maybe next Sunday or something. I've been talking to this girl recently, which lives like an hour's drive away, and I've so many expenses going out. I can't really afford to risk driving that far and fucking up my car. I feel like just calling things off with her, because I haven't actually met her yet, but we're getting on quite well. Just a lot of texting and it's a bit much for me. I've sort of asked her today just to give me a bit of space. I would like, a girl like her, but I'd rather she lived nearby, because I don't want to have to drive out the fucking God knows where every once a week or so. But anyway, I've made this video for no apparent reason other than just to let you know I'm still alive and I'm still here and I'm still clean. And the weekend I was on cocaine. I'd been taking diazepam and Xanax and clonazepam to sort of get me through, but I'm very depressed. Hopefully I snap out of that. And I'm never depressed when I'm with my family, my son. I've lost interest in music. I've been forcing myself to go and play music in a bar every Tuesday, but I really just can't be fucked. Like, I never practice the songs. I just sort of show up on Tuesday, do my best, and then there's always these fucking people looking to do stuff after. Like, go back to theirs and drink and jam and all. I'm not interested. I can feel myself aging. I'm 31 now, which isn't old, but I'm halfway almost to the age my dad died, and I don't really count the first 10 years because I can't remember them. So if you put it that way, I'm over halfway. And I don't really, no fear of death. I'm sure I will when it comes time to it. But every time I put that needle in my skin, I'm sort of, well, I've had situations where I thought I was dying and I've been sort of afraid, but it's more just afraid of the pain, because I would inject, and then I think it's because I'm putting rubbing alcohol into the mixture, which isn't good, but sometimes you have to do that with the gear because it doesn't cook properly. to melt. If you put rubbing alcohol in it, it'll cook up properly, and then you're injecting that. But anyway, it burns like a motherfucker. Like, it goes right up to your head, and then I put my head under cold water, then it rushes down to my back. The best thing to do is have a shower going and just jump in the shower and just let the pain wash over you. Then straight after that, you're away to oblivion for at least 6 hours. And the next day is fine too. It's like a hangover, but not a bad one, you know. But I really do miss that feeling. And there's not much really else that I have in my life that I can look forward to other than time with my son. But that gets me very paranoid and nervous, because I'm trying my best to be a good dad. I might not sound like a good dad in this video, but this is bare honesty I'm giving you. It's like if a prostitute was telling you how great of a mum she is, all you're going to see is all the time she's done dirty shit. But it's not like she's doing it in front of her kids, you know. That's just the way I am. I don't do anything in front of my son that would ever make him think that there was something wrong with me. He's aware that I had addiction troubles because of the medication I'm on. He can't really hide it. He's old enough to understand, but he doesn't know about injecting and heroin. But anyway, I'm just going to cut this off. I've nothing interesting to say, other than if you're going through this type of situation yourself, sure, send me a comment, let me know if you have any advice or any questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as I check it. This is my second channel. I don't use this one for all my main YouTube stuff. Put my music on a different one, so, but if I'm ever on this one, I'll check it. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye. Stay safe.